Well, morning, everyone. Dr. David Kariuki, representing the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Council, that I had a direct interaction with Professor George Magoha for more than 30 years. He was firm but kind to us. Firm because he said, as a student, he wants the day he will require to be served by you, you will know what you are doing. So he didn't care about how he treated you then, but he was very considerate. We all knew him in our own ways. Some as a driver without a reverse gear. Once he decides to move, he doesn't see a wall. For the 30 years, he has made remarkable contribution and service to the Kenyan health sector. It was with shock that we received information that Professor George was no longer with us. Very distinguished, he led our council through a period of incredible growth and strengthened our influence in medical regulation across our country, the East African community, and Africa. He was first registered at the council as a specialist medical practitioner, surgeon, in the year 1988 upon his return from studies in Nigeria and elsewhere. We then registered him as a subspecialist urologist in the year 2004. Beyond being a licensed specialist practitioner, an astute scholar, and a teacher of medicine, between 2000 and the year 2019, Professor contributed his own personal knowledge and administrative expertise for 10 years, one as a member of the council, which was called a board then, and a further 9 years as a chairman of the board. Professor won his first election, not a political one, a professional election, to serve on the board of the Kenya Medical Practitioners Council, because those days, doctors used to elect somebody they think is going to advance their concerns, and Professor was elected for that. He won for a second term. After the second term, the government, through the Minister for Health then, recognized his dedication and appointed him as the chair of the medical board, a position he held until he was appointed a cabinet secretary for education. During the time he was with us at the council, Professor contributed to the numbers of medical practitioners in this country. When he joined in 2000, we only had 4,900 medical practitioners general in the country. By the time he left active service in the board, we had 11,768. 2/3 of these were done when he was our chair. Number of specialists increased sixfold, from 445 to 2,900 during that period. He has also helped us to make sure, because of his dedication and need for quality health services, guided the council in producing and developing many documents, policies, guidelines that as today guide the training, assessment, registration, licensing, and fitness to practice and the discipline of medical practitioners in Kenya. His uncompromising and no-nonsense approach, coupled with his ability to inspire and challenge us to sacrifice and do our best, saw him lead the council in constructing our current 4-story modern complex. Just to say that when he was appointed cabinet secretary, the building had some loan that had not been paid. He said he's not going to be appointed, to be sworn in if it had not been paid. And my colleague CEO before me, Mr. Yumbia, who is with us, made sure it was paid before Professor Magoha was sworn in. So where we sit today, thanks to Professor, no one will get us out of that place. Even in the best of times, he reminded us that the work that we do can be challenging and demanding, but it is always achievable. And it's the spirit that we are taking forward with us. Beyond our borders, in the East Africa region, Professor led the medical councils of the East African community in ensuring that the countries in East Africa can be able to share medical practitioners when needed. And so he led in the development of joint checklists, joint documents, guidelines, and curricula for medical schools across East Africa, which we use today. So today, our Kenyan practitioners can easily work anywhere in East Africa. In 2013, Professor was again elected as a president of the Association of Medical Councils of Africa, under whom he has developed many protocols that eventually we believe will make easy for medical practitioners to work across East Africa without having to undergo examinations. Thanks to Professor Magoha, this may become possible. Globally, he also made sure that Kenya became a member of the International Association of Medical Regulatory Authorities in 2012 at a meeting held in Ottawa, Canada. We have domesticated some of the policies that Professor helped to develop at that level. Though our towering giant has fallen, we believe that in pursuing the progress of his achievements and our shared commitment for robust regulation, we will find determination to develop new and innovative ways to deliver health regulation that is fit to build on Professor Magoha's legacy and vision for better health care for Kenyans and Africans. We will be forever grateful for his leadership, dedication, and most of all, friendship. We also wish to convey our condolences to the family. Professor would never have been with us if Dr. Barbara and Michael did not share his life with us by allowing him time away to join us and build our council. So may the good Lord continue to give Dr. Barbara and family the strength to deal with this trying time. As I conclude, I also wish to pass condolences from across Africa, where he had many friends. The medical councils of Tanganyika were here yesterday, Uganda Medical Council, Rwanda Medical Council, Nigeria Medical Council, Gambia Medical Council, and the Association of Medical Councils of Africa, to name a few. Fare thee well, Professor Magoha. We pray your soul to rest in eternal peace. Thank you.